Choosing an advisor to help you with your tax affairs is an important decision. You are trusting them with your personal information and to make sure your tax bill is correct. My name is Helen Thornley and I'm a Technical Officer with the Association of Taxation Technicians, or ATT for short. In this video, I'm going to talk you through some of the things to consider when picking a tax advisor. HMRC understand that people may need help with their tax affairs, and they should respect your wish to have someone else deal with them on your behalf. This is set out in HMRC's Charter, which explains how staff at HMRC will treat you and your advisor. The first thing is to think about what you want help with. Maybe you need to complete a self-assessment tax return because you run your own business, you have a rental property or significant investment income. Or you could have more complex affairs and need help preparing partnership or company accounts. In this case, you may need to appoint an advisor with both tax and accountancy knowledge. If you have employees, you might need payroll assistance or help with VAT returns if your business turnover exceeds £85,000. Start by making a list of all the services you think you might need help with. Once you have your list, the next step is to find an advisor who has the relevant qualifications and experience to handle your affairs. There are various routes, including searching online, asking business contacts, friends or relatives for recommendations. Be aware that anyone can call themselves a tax advisor. They do not have to have qualifications or professional training. By choosing an advisor with professional qualifications, such as a member of the ATT, you are choosing someone who has been required to pass exams and complete a minimum period of practical experience. You can find an ATT member to help you out by visiting att.org.uk and using our Find an ATT service. Professionally qualified agents are also required to keep their knowledge up to date. This is important as tax rules change frequently and your advisor needs to know about changes that could affect you. Members of professional bodies like the ATT are also required to adhere to high ethical standards and have insurance in place to provide you with protection in the event that something goes wrong. In addition to qualifications, you want to make sure that your advisor has relevant experience of the type of work that you need doing. You might want to ask if they have other clients like you or work with businesses in your industry or sector. Once you have built up a short list of potential advisors that you want to consider, it's time to get in touch with them. Some advisors will offer a free consultation to talk about your circumstances and what you need help with. They won't usually provide advice at this stage. The meeting will be about seeing if you're the right fit for each other. You can ask any questions you might have about qualifications and experience, and you could ask for references from other clients. It's also important to find out at this stage what their advice will cost. Depending on the work you need them to do, they might quote a fixed fee, or alternatively, an hourly rate. Make sure that you feel comfortable with whoever you have picked. Choose someone who is able to explain tax issues to you clearly and who listens to your questions and concerns. When you appoint an advisor, they will need to verify your identity before they can start work and will need to ask you for various personal details. Your new advisor should issue you with a letter of engagement, setting out the work they will do for you and how you will be charged. The advisor may also ask you to authorise them so they can submit documents and speak to HMRC on your behalf. For some taxes, you will need to complete a paper 64(8) form, while for others, your advisor will ask you to set up a government gateway account with HMRC so you can authorise them online. If you're asked to do this, keep the username and password for your government gateway account confidential. Your advisor should have their own HMRC access details and should not ask to see yours. If you can't afford an agent but have a tax problem, there are other sources of help. HMRC provide a number of guides. search for self-assessment on gov.uk. Our sister organisation, the Low Income Tax Reform Group, has lots of helpful information and guides on their website at litrg.org.uk. There's a link in the description below. Finally, if you have an issue you have tried and failed to resolve with HMRC and you earn less than £20,000 a year, then you could ask the charity TaxAid for help. Details of their website and all these resources I have mentioned can be found in the description under the video.